Let's start working on the charge forward. We're just about finished with our foot plants. Now on the charge forward, what I'd also like to do is add a little bit of anticipation before the character starts to charge into this crate. So going to 105, let's take the center of gravity and move that back a bit more. And I'll also go ahead and move it a little bit more over in the X. So looking at this, you can see, get an idea of where it's going. Now that looks much more natural. Moves back and then begins to run forward. Okay, so with these steps now, we have this right leg starting to come up. We'll want it to plant as the ant moves back for anticipation. So we'll have it plant on about 104. Okay, one frame offset from the anticipation. Being also that the legs should plant first before it actually moves all the way back. I'll probably even want to bring this leg back and in and forward a little bit more so we can get ready for the charge. Okay, we're going to want that leg to be planted for a few frames. So let's go to 104, middle click on 107, press Shift W. We could probably have it planted for a little bit longer. Let's try 109. We'll take the key on 107, move it down a few more. Okay, from there we'll go to the left leg and bring that in. We'll want to also adjust its pole vector. So we'll bring that back. So it's not running into the character's head. And on that same frame 109, we'll bring up this left leg. Okay, so we can now middle click on about, let's say 113 to start. Okay, so we're going to need a little bit more poses on 109, a little bit more keys. So we'll make sure that we move in all axes to set those keys in place. And also bring that leg up a little bit more since he's now starting to charge forward. And we can middle click again on 113, press Shift W. And on that same frame, let's have that right leg move forward. And plant. Okay, and then switching back to the left. On, say 115, we'll have it move forward. And make sure it plants. So I have a plant for just a couple of frames before it actually reaches the box. So on 115, we'll middle click on 117, press Shift W. Going to the right leg, select its control, and looking at the left leg when that plants on 115, we'll want to also have that right leg plant until that time. Press Shift W. we'll have it planted as the left leg is moving forward, and then as it plants on 117 we can have it move forward. And then when it reaches the crate, we can offset our poses here so it looks a little bit more natural, so we could remove the twinning. So with this same right foot, let's go ahead and middle click on about 21. We'll press Shift W. And with the left, let's have that land on the crate sooner than 125. So let's try 120 or 121 actually. Let's move that back. And we'll probably want it to happen a little bit faster. So what we'll do is take the key on 117, delay that to 118 to offset the timing here. We can hit play to see how this looks. Alright, great. And then go into the right. Can maybe take the key on 125, bring that to 124 instead. And we can see how this looks when we hit play. Alright, great. Then on 135, as the character is actually moving back when he shouldn't, let's just go to our center of gravity, and from 125 we'll middle click on 135, press Shift W. So he stays there and then starts to move back. We'll hit play. Alright, great. Now before we stop the lesson, we'll look at the pole vectors for the legs, and probably want to modify them. I'll go to the front pole vector for the right side, bring that up, and do the same for the left on 125. Maybe bring that not so high up so it's not intersecting with the head. Okay, great. So there's our charge forward. It's coming together very well. We will stop the lesson here, and in the next lesson we'll start moving on to those back legs.